The other day with Alex Eala, that's been a talk, and which is understandable. There's some players coming from respective countries, like she's coming from Philippines.
Just wanted to come on here and thank every single one of you for your support, taking the time and effort out of your day.
The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is pouring rivers of cash into the global athletic arena, with women's tennis standing as the crown jewel of that master plan. From the Dubai Tennis Championships to the Abu Dhabi Open, massive tournaments have been constructed from scratch to herald a fresh epoch of Middle Eastern dominance. And at the epicenter of this grand design stands Alexa, barely 20, selling out colossal arenas from Abu Dhabi to Dubai, rocketing past rank 40 without looking back. The Filipino tennis sensation Alex Eala has officially shattered the ceiling to claim her place among the elite top 40. Alex Eala is gunning for glory in both the singles and doubles brackets. She is far from finished. 64. Listen, she is getting the entire tactical rundown, every angle, every play. I doubt she escapes that corner. But look at the audience, they are absolutely glued to the replays on the Jumbotron. Yet, amidst the legitimate handshakes and capital flow, a phantom private jet materialized. Suddenly, whispers of royal visits to Manila and secret palace pacts took flight, as the web spun a fairy tale empire from a simple greeting. Tonight, we unravel the precise threads of how that unfolded, revealing why reality packs a punch far harder than any fiction ever could. To grasp the root of this tall tale, you must first comprehend the sheer scale of Saudi Arabia's maneuvering within women's tennis. The bedrock is solid and massive. There is nothing understated about the Saudi playbook when it comes to sports funding. We are talking billions earmarked to transform the nation into the planet's premier coliseum. From the racetrack to the golf course, the boxing ring to the pitch, and now, quite intentionally, the tennis court. Even the WTA finals found a new home in Riyadh. Sovereign wealth fueled the Abu Dhabi Open, while Dubai lured 18 of the top 20 stars on Earth in 2026. None of this is accidental. It is a surgical strike by a region that knows exactly what sporting glory buys on the world stage. And stepping into that whirlwind of cash and ambition walked Alexa. "Thanks, Jasmine," she murmurs, maintaining her grace even in defeat. The former title holder makes her exit. What is the next move? That victory was monumental. I am just ecstatic, truly. I totally get the emotion. We have not seen a Filipino crowd this massive in ages. New York was massive too, but it really comes down to the court assignment. That is where you really feel the roar. Her footprint across the Middle Eastern circuit in early 2026 was absolutely magnetic. Take Abu Dhabi. First, 5,000 screaming Filipino fans rocked the arena so hard, officials ran out of quiet placards and had to beg for order over the PA. Next up, sold-out stands in Dubai. Supporters were camping out at the gates 8 hours before the first serve. A lensman who has seen it all for decades swore he had not witnessed hysteria like this since the golden days of Federer, Djokovic, and Nadal. Organizers literally rearranged the schedule to accommodate her army. Coco Gauff even laughed that she had to pretend the deafening chants were for her just to keep her head in the game. Here lies the true Saudi link. Forget the private jets or secret palace rendezvous, this is about something far more potent. Raw, undeniable commercial power in a zone desperate to hang its marketing hat on a new icon. Eala shook hands with the Filipino ambassador to Saudi Arabia while touring the kingdom's sponsored circuit. Just a standard diplomatic nicety, a professional hat tip, the sort of thing that unfolds daily between competitors and envoys at every major global tournament. But view that split second through the distorted lens of a clickbait mill fueled by ad dollars and patriotic fever. You have a Filipina prodigy, a Saudi official, a region drowning in sports money, and a family in Manila with zero actual ties to the kingdom. The recipe was ready. Someone simply decided to garnish it with a phantom aircraft. That Saudi jet fable is just one instance, but it is hardly an isolated incident. Another viral sensation claims our tennis sensation violently turned down a $10 million check from Elon Musk, supposedly screaming, "Do not think you can own me with money." The thread swears the media was floored, and Musk's reaction left the entire globe gasping for air. Hey everyone, I just wanted to hop on and express my deepest gratitude to each of you for the love and for carving out time to support me. Resilience on full display, sealed with a genuine embrace at the net between these two warriors. Let's cut the suspense. The entire rumor is woven from thin air. Not a single credible outlet, foreign or domestic, has whispered a word about this supposed offer, much less a rejection. Check Eala's verified feeds, and you will find absolute silence on the matter. The same goes for Musk's Team Zero official comment. This narrative lives solely in the murky depths of click-hungry sites and engagement farming bots that have built a business model on attaching Eala's fame to wild, fictional headlines. Honestly, this specific hoax follows a tired, recycled script. Ever since Eala's explosion onto the scene in 2025, a convoy of fake news has trailed her success like a bad shadow. Fact-checkers at Rappler and Verifiles have been working overtime, debunking myths that she gave all her earnings to a Manila shelter, or that President Marcos Jr. handed her a $100,000 bonus for a Korea Open appearance. The kicker? She wasn't even on the roster. Then there was the fable about Abu Dhabi royal Sheikh Mansour offering a 10-year, $7 billion deal to make her the face of a new league. A contract that would have been 10 times more massive than any deal in sports history. All lies. The strategy here is obvious and calculated. These fabrications are designed to weaponize the genuine love the Philippines has for Eala. They wrap nonsense in the flag to bait fans into clicking and sharing. This $10 million Musk fairy tale is just the newest flavor of the week. But look, I'm just human, and I truly believe that if you stay real, people will embrace you for your true self. What makes these lies so maddening is that Eala's reality needs no artificial spice. It is legendary enough on its own. Born May 23, 2005, in Quezon City, Alex carries the athletic DNA of her father, Mike, and her mother, Riza, a swimmer who snagged a bronze medal at the 1985 Southeast Asian Games. She hit the ITF circuit at 14 in 2020, and fast forward to 2022, she etched her name in history as the first Filipino to capture a junior Grand Slam singles crown at the US Open. Her climb through the professional ladder started steady, then went absolutely supernova. After battling through the trenches in Europe and Asia, she cracked the top 200 in 2023, then smashed into the top 100 in 2025, after a Miami Open run for the ages. Entering as a wildcard ranked 140, nobody saw her coming. You can't feel fatigue when the energy is that electric. It was incredible. And seeing you here, Alex, is a treat. How does it feel to step out onto this stage? Packing the main courts with massive crowds is the kind of challenge you want. It is chaotic, sure. It is tough to handle the noise. But honestly, I will take that chaos any day. Imagine playing to empty seats, silence, and a lack of fans would be the real nightmare. What happened next dropped jaws everywhere. She dismantled Jelena Ostapenko, then number 5, Madison Keys, and finally number 2, Iga Swiatek. 3 Grand Slam winners, all swept in straight sets, propelling her to a WTA 1000 semifinal. She stood tall as the first from her nation to reach that height, the first Filipino woman to take down a major champ in the Open era, and the only wildcard in history to sweep 3 titans at a single event. Jessica Pegula eventually stopped her in the Final Four, but the history books had already been rewritten. Later that year, she graced her first tour final at Eastbourne and snatched her maiden trophy in Guadalajara. By New Year's, she sat at number 50, a personal best at the time. The saga continues in 2026. On February 9th, she hit number 40, officially becoming the highest-ranked Filipino racket swinger of all time, male or female. Now, she is on track to be a seeded player at a slam, possibly by the French Open in May. Her performance at the Dubai Duty-Free Championships proved the buzz is real. After dispatching Hailey Baptiste, she shocked the world number 8 and Wimbledon finalist, Jasmine Paolini. Alex. It is an awkward way to advance. But that first set showed brilliance. Physical health comes first, so I genuinely pray that Hailey recovers quickly. These moments are invaluable lessons, mostly because of this insane crowd support. Another massive victory for Alexandria. Thank you, Jasmine. Paolini remains pure class, even in defeat. She sent the former champ packing with a dominant 6-1, 7-6 victory, marking her third takedown of a top 10 giant alongside Keys and Jabeur. The craziest part is that she swept every single one of those matches without dropping a set. She kept the heat on by crushing Sorana to hit the quarterfinals, though she eventually bowed out to world number 4 Coco Gauff in a 6-0, 6-2 loss. Even with that exit, her Dubai storm secured her a paycheck of roughly $98,500 and vaulted her 15 spots up the ladder to number 32. That is the kind of momentum that puts her squarely in the spotlight as we gear up for the clay court season. With career earnings now hitting $1.4 to $9 million, her bank account is starting to look as impressive as her forehand. But forget the numbers for a second, here is the real headline. You have a 20-year-old sensation from Quezon City dismantling icons, rewriting history, and playing every match like it is a home game thanks to the legions of Filipino fans filling the stands. The vibe in Dubai was unreal. Right after taking down Paolini, She grabbed the mic and spoke Tagalog straight to the hearts of that roaring crowd. She confessed that during the tiebreak, she looked around and thought, "This place is packed with my people, and I know they are praying for this win." That realization pushed her to empty the tank and leave absolutely everything on the court. It was a moment of pure connection, realizing just how many hopes were riding on her shoulders. She fought for them. So, the next time some clickbait pops up on your feed with screaming captions and fake salary claims about Alex, handle it like a pro. Stay chill, fact-check the stats, and refuse to get dragged into the drama. There is no need to argue when you can just follow Alex's authentic journey right here with us. If this helped you cut through the noise, hit that like button, share this with your crew, and subscribe immediately, because you really do not want to miss the true story as it unfolds.